Good morning, all. We're about to start I'm April, and we're going to start a yoga class this morning. It will be a back strengthening, energizing flow. And we actually start in about 2 minutes, but I wanted to come online early so that the notifications can go out and anyone who would like to join will have a few moments to show up. So I'm going to set up my yoga mat, and all you'll need is, if you have a couple of yoga blocks, you can bring them in, you can use them. You can also, you need a yoga mat, a couple of yoga blocks. If you have a strap, that would also be helpful as well. And then, and the last part of class, we'll have Kirtan with my husband. So, and it'll be sort of like a fun, energizing kirtan. Stand up, dance, chant. It'll be fun. So, we still have a couple of minutes. I'm going to set up my yoga mat. It's also good to have a chair available for any poses that might be difficult for you, because sometimes I will introduce some movements, some stretches with the chair. I decided to wear somewhat Christmas colors. Wear some bright red instead of black today. It's good. So we still have another minute before class begins for you to gather up your stuff. So again, you'll need ideally a couple of blocks if you have them. A yoga strap is always good to have. And then we'll start soon. It's actually that time now. All right. Let's get started. I like to start class with a lymphatic warm-up because this will be a more active class. Let's get the movement of the lymphatic fluid through the body. And we'll start standing with some light bounces. Soften your knees and let your heels lightly tap on the floor and create a full body vibration. And take some full deep breaths. Full breaths in and out. This full body vibration not only moves lymphatic fluid through the body, it also creates more hydration and throughout your fascia layers, the deep tissue layers throughout the body. Your fascia line, it wraps your muscles up. Your muscles are wrapped in fascia, your nerves. Fascia running between the muscles, between the organs. Every organ is enveloped in a fascia sheath, similar to the vacuum packing of food. And this full body vibration creates some internal heat and friction that hydrates those fascia tissues. And makes it so that you feel more mobile throughout your body. And let's rotate to the right and keep shaking. You can even shake your arms, shake your hands. Take your arms up. And then rotate to the left and shake. And shake out and up. And if you have the strength in your feet, you can jump up and down. If you don't want to jump, you can keep your heels or your feet on the floor. Whew. And then when you stop, you feel sort of like the remaining vibration through the tissues, through the fingers possibly. Grab your chair, and we'll use it as part of our hip warm-up. I want you to place your left foot on top of the chair, and you can face the chair. Make sure your chair, it's ideal if your chair is quite sturdy. My chair is a little flimsy because I don't have a sturdy chair. But if you have a flimsy chair like a folding chair, keep in mind that if it's a folding chair, if you put your foot too far to the back, it might flip the seat. So pay attention to that. But ideally, you should have a good firm, like dining room table chair. Reach your arms up, inhale. And exhale, reach forward towards the front of your chair, towards the floor. And keep going. Perhaps you feel some deep release in the groin, the hip, the buttocks, the lower back. Inhale as you rise up. Exhale as you reach down. One more time. Now this time, hold the stretch, reaching towards the floor. If you have your left foot on the chair, see if you can actively reach your left hand towards the floor. Let your head drop and your eyes gaze at your right leg. And if you have balance issues, stare at something behind your right leg instead of straining your neck to look at the floor. And then come on up. Make sure all 10 toes point forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, twist to the left and stretch both your arms out to the sides, away from the center of your back. And breathe. If it feels good, turn to the left and gaze at your left hand. Take another full breath in. And then release your arms, face the front, and we'll switch legs. Bring your right foot on top of the chair. Stretch your arms up over your head. Exhale, bend forward in front of the chair. Inhale, reach up. It's a really nice dynamic movement to do either first thing in the morning or at night before you go to bed, any time of day actually. But I like to do this first thing in the morning. And now this time, bend forward and stay here. Now you can let your arms dangle, but if you want support, just put your hands on the chair. With the right leg on top of the chair, perhaps it might feel good to focus on reaching the right arm a little more than the left towards the floor. See if you can release the neck. Soften the jaw. Take another full breath in. way up. Face your chair. Stretch your arms up, inhale. And then exhale, open out to the right side. Stretch your right arm out and the left arm out. If it feels good, gaze at your right hand and breathe. Now see if you can feel your ribs moving. Belly pull in. Take another breath in and out. And then release. Now release the foot down. Stretch your arms out, bring your fingers to your shoulders, and start to make big circles with your elbows. And we're making them rather vigorously because we're developing heat. In and out. Some of you may be in a place that's quite cold. Of course, I'm in Hawaii. It's not very cold. It's actually quite a beautiful Christmas morning. Now, bring the arms back the other direction. Can you breathe in and out through your nose only? And then release your arms out to your side. Bring your palms together in front. Spread your fingers, flapping wings. Inhale, open the chest. Stretch back. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin. Inhale, open. Even turn the palms up a little. And exhale, round and tuck. Stretch your shoulder blades forward, away from your spine. As you inhale to come back, bring the shoulder blades toward the spine. A little bit of a back bend here. Inhale, open up. One more time. And release. Bring your right arm up and grab a hold of your elbow with your left hand and separate your feet about hip width apart. You'll breathe in, and as you exhale, side bend, maybe even soften your knees if it feels like you need that release. And then come on up and just switch sides. Grab your left elbow with your right hand, reach your left hand down your back, exhale. And now come up, and this time just hold each elbow. Reach the elbows up away from the head and see if you can clear some space above your head. If not, it's okay to just rest your arms on your head. But breathe in and exhale. Squeeze your buttocks a little and side bend to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. And you don't have to go very deep. I'm just trying to get a little bit of spaciousness and length through the spine, the torso, the shoulders. This allows for a more deep, full breath as well. And see if you can actively reach your elbows up away from your head. As if you are trying to reach the ceiling with your elbows. And then come on up. Release your arms at your side. Raise your shoulders up, breathe in. Open mouth, exhale, drop the shoulders. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, drop the shoulders. Again. One more time. Ooh, lovely. Now, if you have a yoga strap, get your yoga strap. If you don't have a strap, you can use a belt, a robe belt, a towel. Just grab a towel. That's a good thing to use if you don't have a strap. I'm just taking out the loop. I had a loop in it from my last class that I taught. So hold on to the strap behind your back, about shoulder width apart. If your shoulders are quite flexible, you can have your hands close together. Also, if you have really flexible shoulders, you can interlace your fingers. I'm going to use a strap. In the morning time, my shoulders are more stiff, so I don't want to hurt anything. So lift the strap up as you inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and stay here to exhale. And you'll stay for another 2 breaths if possible. And see if you can lift your arms up instead of arching your back quite large here. Just lift the shoulders up. We'll be doing some salute to the sun today, and it's really helpful if your shoulders are warm and ready to move. Now take another inhale, and exhale, bend your knees, bend forward at the hips. Bring your chest towards your thighs. If bending forward today doesn't work for you, you can stay upright. Or because we have a chair here, if you're not very flexible, you can even just rest your forehead on the chair and bring your arms up. That feels good. I just made that one up. I like that. Feels quite nice. But if you're doing this and it doesn't feel good on your neck, by all means, don't rest your head on the chair. I like the feeling of the compression on my neck. That actually feels quite good this morning. Yeah, it's nice because if I rest my head on the chair, then I don't have to go deep into the hamstring stretch. I'm able to focus just on my shoulders. That's a really good, it's a good little trick. Now bring your shoulders to your hands to your back, keep your knees bent, and come on up. I'm going to have to use that head on the chair variation more often. Put the strap aside. I see there's some comments. I hope they aren't questions that I need to answer. I'll check in a moment. Bring your left foot on top of the chair and your hands on the chair seat. Hop your right foot back about a foot or two. Bend your right knee and drop that back knee so you're in a lunge. Stay upright. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, straighten the leg, and you'll, as best you can, straighten both legs. And we're going to move back and forth between these two positions. You'll lunge forward into the deep stretch in the groin. Breathe in. And as you exhale, shift your hips back, straighten both legs as best you can. And just move back and forth. And it doesn't really matter if you inhale here, exhale here or there. Just breathe. I want you to keep breathing so that you can allow for the release of any deep tension through the hips or the hamstrings. And this will make our sun salutation easier to practice for those of you who have any tension in your hips and your hamstrings this morning, or wherever you are in the world. Maybe it's tonight. Now, to conclude this, you'll lunge forward and hop that right foot in a little. Come up, put your hands on your hips, And just 5 times you'll exhale, lifting this foot up off the chair. You'll breathe in, exhale, lift, lift. Use your deep abdominal muscles, deep hip muscles. One more time. And then release. Now put your right foot on the chair. Bring your hands to the seat of the chair and then hop your left leg back a foot or two and then go into that deep lunge. And then straighten both legs as best you can. Torso towards the leg. Lunge. And again, how deep you go, how straight your legs get is not the issue. The movement is what's important. So the focus of today's flow is back strengthening. We'll go through some sun salutations, but throughout the sun salutation, we'll pause to do various movements that help to strengthen your back, but also some twists and rotations to create more mobility through the spine. Now stay here in this lunge a moment, take a breath. Now lift up, hop that left leg back in. Bring your hands to your hips. 5 times, you'll lift this knee up off the foot off the chair, exhaling each time you lift. It's an exhale. 4. Actually, maybe that was 3. And 5. And then bring the leg down. Now bend forward, put your hands on the chair, step your feet back, bend your knees, and think of this like a downward dog. So the palms are flat on the chair. Put your palms on the chair seat, push your hips back, take some deep breaths. You stay there and breathe. I'm just going to check the comments to see if there's anything I need to tend to, if anyone has any questions. But stay in that pose and breathe. Haribo, Anne. Yolanda, so awesome to see you. Haribo. Salvador, it's good that you're here. Beautiful. Good to see familiar faces. So you're still in your downward dog, your palms on the chair. And if you have any questions that I need to tend to, please type them and I'll get to them as best I can. So let's take this forward into a plank. Grab the edges of your chair, or if your chair is firm and flat, you can keep your palms flat on your chair and come forward into a plank pose. Walk your feet back if you need and stay there to breathe. It's important to warm up the shoulders and the core. So now you're holding firm on your chair. For a little bit of core strength, take your left knee to touch your right elbow. Exhale. Inhale, put it down. Right knee touches the left elbow. And get it high up as best you can. And just alternate, exhaling each time. Exhale. If you're feeling like, oh my God, this is too easy, or it's too easy for you, you can always have your hands on the floor for your plank. And it will be, you'll get the challenge you need. I'm doing it with the chair because it's a great warm-up. and most people can practice it. Feet flat, shift back. It's like a chair downward dog, palms on the chair. This Saturday, I'll do a whole class with the chair. We'll do some strengthening, some work that's harder and some that's easier, but we'll do a whole class with the chair on Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. And you will be challenged, but there will also be easy options. And now come up, walk forward, and you can move your chair out of the way. If you have yoga blocks, you can use them, especially if you're not feeling very flexible today. My clothes are not doing what I want them to do, but that's okay. So I'm going to use the blocks because they're really helpful if you're feeling like you're not very flexible and you have a hard time touching the floor when you bend forward into your sun salutation. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up. And exhale, bend forward. You can put your hands on the floor or the blocks. Right leg back, knee down. Come to your fingertips. Stay here and breathe. Point your right toes back. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Breath in. And exhale. If you're using blocks, move them forward. Hands to the floor for downward dog. Now rise to your tiptoes. Bend your knee. Reach your hips away from your hands. Spread your fingers. Grip the floor as if you were going to pick up the yoga mat with your fingers. Breathe. Notice how good your shoulders feel after that warm-up. Now knees down, shift your hips back. Plant your palms into the floor. Take another breath. Now push your hands into the floor and pull your chest forward and lay down on the floor. Slide your hands a little forward. Inhale, cobra. And exhale. Now when you come down, put your head down and lift your feet up and stay here. Forehead down, legs up. Doesn't matter how high they lift, just try to lift them. Legs down. Inhale, lift, cobra. Exhale, head down, legs up, forehead on the floor. Breathe here. Legs down, one more time. Breathe in, cobra. And exhale, forehead down, float the legs up. Now this time, plant your palms, but start to pull, like you're pulling your hands towards your feet. But your hands aren't moving. You're engaging the muscles from your armpits and along the sides of your ribs, your serratus. Now lower the legs, take a breath. Slide your hands back, press to your knees, and then downward dog again. Once again, rise to your tiptoes, bend your knees, and push the floor away. As if you were sliding your hands along your mat, but your mat isn't moving. Think of stretching your mat long. Push your hands away. Pressing your arms straight. Take a breath in. On the exhale, draw your abdomen in. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Put your knee down. If you need the blocks, put them in place. Lunge forward, squeeze that left buttock, and reach forward through your chest, gazing forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, look down and step forward. Stay in the forward fold. Your hands are on the floor or the block. Now bend your knees, reach forward to rise up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Just pause here for a moment. Now inhale, reach out and up. Breathe in. Exhale, bend forward at the hips, hands to the blocks or the floor. Left leg back, low lunge. Just lunge forward. Press your pelvis forward and down. Feel your shoulders pull back, get a little expansion in your chest, and breathe. Now, downward dog, so you'll move your blocks out of the way and step back. And this time, you're on your tiptoes, start on your tiptoes, bend your knees, breathe. And if it feels good for you, straighten your knees and reach your heels toward the floor. Practice in a way that works for you, pain-free. It's okay if you feel if your discomfort is just work, but not pain. Sometimes you have to find an edge. So you go to that edge, but it's always important to know where the edge is and when you need to back off. Listen to your body. Pay attention to your breath. If you have a hard time breathing in and out through the nose, it is time to back off. Knees down, hips back, breathe in. Stretch your hands forward, press your palms down, exhale. Now pull your body forward, pull your chest forward. Inhale, exhale, lay on the floor, slide your hands forward. Inhale, cobra. And now exhale, forehead down, lift your legs. And maybe if you can, lift your hands as well. So your arms and elbows, everything lifts up. And your elbows are bent like the goalpost position. Or cactus arms. Feel your upper back engaging. Bring your hands down, pause. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, torso down, lift your legs up. Float your hands up as high as they will go, with the elbows bent. Legs down, hands down. Take a breath. Cobra, inhale. And exhale. Legs up, hands up. Everything down. Pause. Take a breath. Slide your hands back. Press onto your knees. And then downward dog once again. Reset your hands and lift your hips. Now press your right heel down, bend your left knee, and press your left heel down, bend the right knee. Alternating. Bringing your awareness to what do my ankles feel like today? How about my calves? Your calves are tight. Walking a lot, standing a lot recently. Now bend both knees, press the hips back, take a breath in. Exhale, feel your belly contract. Step your left foot forward between your hands. If you need to use the blocks, pull them back in and lift and open your chest. Steady the breath. Now breathe in. Look down and exhale, step forward. Looking down first helps to release your neck. Staying in the forward fold, noticing what your hamstrings feel like today. Knees can be bent or straight. Feel what your body needs. Now bend your knees, reach forward and up, inhaling. And exhale, hands to your heart. Pause. Notice how you feel. Stretch your arms out to the side. Now hug your body with your right arm on top and left arm underneath. Now if you have very stiff shoulders, you can stay here. Otherwise, bring the hands up so the back of the forearms touch each other. And if you can wrap the forearms so the palms touch. Now inhale, reach your elbows forward and up. Exhale, bend forward. So the upper back, so it's like bringing your elbows towards your navel. Inhale, reach forward and up with your elbows. And exhale, just round your upper back. Sometimes in class I see people doing this, and that is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. You won't get hurt or anything from that. I'm just wanting to focus on this folding in the upper back, bringing the elbows toward the belly button if possible. Just feels different. Inhale, elbows forward and up. Just a different focus. Exhale, round the upper back. Now come all the way up with your elbows. Stretch your arms out. Turn your palms up and just stay here. Take a breath. Reach your arms away from your back. This time, hug your body with the left arm on top. Now you can stay right here if you feel really tight and just do the whole movement here and you'll get benefit from that. If you're able to, bring your forearms or wrap your wrists. Inhale, stretch and reach your elbows forward. Exhale, round your upper back. Elbows press in towards the ribs. Inhale, reach forward and up. And exhale. And again. Now reach, stand upright, stretch your arms out, turn your palms up. Breathe. And then lower your arms. Once again, we'll prepare for a few more rounds of salute to the sun. Arms touch. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, bend forward. Hands to the blocks or the floor. I'm pretty warm now, so I'm going to move the blocks forward, but keep using the blocks if you need to. Right leg back, knees down. You can keep your hands down or reach up. Inhale. Exhale to downward dog. Heels down or up. Adjust according to your body. Knees down, hips back. Breathe in. Exhale, pull your body forward. Slide your hands forward, inhale, cobra. And this time, exhale, legs come up. And when you lift your hands, your thumbs come up as well. So legs up, hands up. Now reach your arms forward. So I'm forming a letter Y with my arms. So they're out at a diagonal. Lift your chest as much as you can, legs up as well. Hands down, downward dog. So push up to your knees. Position your hands and lift your hips up. Reach your heels toward the floor. Bend your knees. Shift your hips back. Breathe in. Exhale. Right foot forward between your hands. Inhale. Reach forward and up. You can always keep your hands on the floor like we did before. Hands down. Head down. Step forward. Bend your knees. Reach forward and up. Inhale. Hands to the heart. Pause. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the blocks or the floor. Left leg back. Low lunge. Arms up if you like. Breathe in. Exhale, downward dog. Take your time. Feel free to have your heels down or up, knees bent or straight. Just breathe no matter what position you're in. The position is not the end goal. Focus, breath, movement. You're already doing it, no matter what your body looks like in the pose. Knees down, heels, hips back towards the heels. Breathe in. Exhale, pull your body forward. Press your palms down and pull your chest forward. Move your hands forward. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, legs come up. Lift your hands, turn your thumbs up, and reach your arms out like the letter Y. And raise your arms up high. Breathe in and out through your nose. Hands down, head down. Pause for a moment. Take a breath. Push to your knees. And lift your hips up into downward dog. Spread your palms and the hips come up. Now bend your knees, hips back. Now the step forward at the bringing your foot forward between your hands can be difficult for some people. So if it's hard for you to step forward like that, it's also easier if you just put your knees down and just step your left leg forward into the lunge. It's okay to do it that way as well. And then bring your hands down, head down, step forward into the forward fold. Now, at this point, you can use your yoga blocks or even a chair. So when I say a chair, you can put your hands on the yoga block like this, underneath your shoulders. Or, if you don't have blocks and you have a hard time touching the floor, you can put your hands on the seat of the chair. So I'll practice it here. Reach your right leg straight back. Breathe here. So again, your hands are either on yoga blocks, or if you find that you're very flexible, because some of us are, you can have your fingertips on the floor and reach your legs straight back. And breathe. I like to give options so that you can practice according to your body and not feel like you need to somehow look like someone else. Lower your left leg. Come forward into your forward fold. And then press up, hands on the block, the chair, the floor, whatever works. And then reach your left leg straight back. Notice what muscles are engaging. Buttocks, maybe your hamstrings, your back. Lower the leg. Come into your forward fold. Bring your hands to your hips. Bend your knees. Inhale. Come on up. And just like we started, go into a little bit of a bounce. Whew. If you're somewhere where it's cold right now, I hope you're feeling warmed up. And because we had an active class, it prepared your digestion for Christmas meal and family time. We put so much focus on the eating at Christmas time, but actually it's wonderful to remember that today is a celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ. Soften your knees, pop your heels on the floor, feel that vibration through your body. Remembering also today is an awesome time to get together with family and friends virtually, or a small limited group together, depending on where you are. I have friends in Australia that are having parties because Australia's done with this coronavirus stuff, so they're having fun getting together. So it depends upon where you are. If it feels good, you can go into a jump. Just stay safe, keep yourself healthy, breathe. Let your shoulders go up and down. Let your shoulders pop up and down. Whew. And then release. Deep breath in. So rather than laying down for relaxation, we're going to have some Kirtan. Party time. We're going to dance and move. Move some energy. I just have to turn on the music that's here. So you can get up and dance and move around, or you can sit and sway your body. Whatever you would like to do. For this fun part, I'm going to turn off my headsets here, my earbuds. I invite you to join. So with remembering, is for anyone new to this channel, Kirtan, step back, your head's not out. Kirtan is a call and response. Janapati is going to lead. I'll follow. You can follow with me. And the most important thing is just to hear the mantras and dance and sing and take them within your heart, whether or not you move your body. Okay. Jesus Christ. Jaya Jaya 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 Jesus Christ. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Thank you for joining us. So what we're going to do is just have a little bit of a quiet time, because I realize even though some of you may feel like you need to like release your back or lay down in relaxation and all that fun stuff, we're going to add that in. Didn't want to leave it out for those of you who need it. So let's come down onto the floor on your back and hug your knees to your chest. So just draw your knees to your chest. Sorry, looking for my glasses. There were some comments and I wanted to see what they are, but I can't read them. Hopefully it'll be okay. So lie down on your back. Hug your knees to your chest. Turn your head from right to left. Release your neck. I think we should add that to yoga class every single week. A little bit of energizing Kirtan and then mellow out. Hug your left knee to your chest. Straighten your right leg on the floor. Take a breath in and out. And then put your left arm on the floor and go into a twist. Bring your left knee across your body. Steady breath. Breathe in and out. Now hug your left knee to your chest so you come back to the center. And you'll switch legs. Pull the right knee in, straighten the left leg along the floor. Put your right arm out to the side, take a breath in, and exhale, come into a twist. Now come back to the center. Hug your knee to your chest. Bring both feet flat to the floor. All 10 toes point forward. Tuck your tail. Bridge your hips up. Eyes gaze toward the ceiling or closed. Press your feet to the floor. Press your shoulders into the mat. Perhaps turn your palms up and see what that feels like. And then lower your hips to the floor and hug your knees to your chest once again. Bring your hands to your knees and make some circles. So your palms are on top of your knees and you're stirring deep inside your hips. A deep massage deep in the hips around the sacrum area. Now switch directions. And then bring your feet flat to the floor and extend your legs. Separate your legs, turn your palms up, and allow the weight of your body to drop towards the earth. Just let your body relax. Relax the jaw, the neck. Let go of any tension through the shoulders, the arms. Feel your hips and your back. Soften the legs, the feet. Feel your belly swell when you inhale and sink on the exhale. Another full breath in. Move your limbs, bend your knees, and turn to one side to gradually sit up. Beautiful. Thank you so much for joining me for an energizing, back strengthening flow and Kirtan. Merry Christmas. Wishing you a wonderful day of remembrance of the birth of Lord Jesus Christ. Time with family, whether it's in person or virtual. An opportunity to focus on appreciation for what you have and the experiences you've had and the connections you have. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. And know that this practice will be on this page and you can always come back to it and do it again. And I will see you again on Saturday. We'll practice a flow with our chair flow. And I'll also be here again on New Year's Day. All right. Thank you. Namaste. Haribo.